That's crazy. This clip I have for you guys. Sorry. It's funny that the cough starts coming back now when I do a video like this. I have literally just shot like 4 different videos before this recording, and I start coughing. I feel like that's my body telling me a sign of like breaking out of something, which we'll be talking about right now. I have a clip from Moon's channel. And like I said, remember how I said even back when I talked about scripted realities, that little series I did, that I wouldn't talk about certain creators? Well, the same. I don't personally know the people that are going to be talked about in this video, and I don't personally know Moon. I've known that I've agreed with Moon and not agreed on certain things he's done in his videos, and I think that's just chalked up to he has a team of people who do the research for him. I don't know if that's true too, but I think I've heard him say that in a video, which is why sometimes I find like some of the things he says is weird, because I think, I don't know. But it's funny. His name is Moon, and I knew eventually I would do a video like referencing his channel. I may have done a video on my, I don't know. I have so many videos now. But this video right here, I'm going to play for you, and then we're going to talk about it.
Single cure to this, or some collection of words that will solve it. Everyone's journey is their own, and what people do have is their own personal strength and the people around them. Finding a natural reason to break free and carry on is completely different though. It's something philosophers have tried to solve for thousands of years, with middling results. Today, there's a few general approaches people try to use to find some sort of meaning. One approach has been championed by people like Andrew Tate to embrace hyperreality to the fullest. If social status is all that matters, then why not give in and make it the meaning behind your life as well? Andrew Tate calls this breaking out of the Matrix. But really, it's more similar to what Cypher did in the film than Neo. When he portrayed Neo and decided to go back into the Matrix, he represented embracing hyperreality. He accepted that even if the steak he was eating and the life he was living was fake and meaningless, he might as well enjoy the pleasures of it. Building social status, buying Bugattis, living in Dubai, having empty encounters with multiple women might sound like a 15-year-old boy's dream life, but in reality, that life never existed in the first place. It's an idealized image with little basis in true reality, expressed through heavily edited snippets and highlights. And even if you could live a life like that, it wouldn't add any real meaning to your life. You have no soul, you have no consciousness, you're not connected to any deeper purpose within inside of you. There will always be a faster and more expensive car.
Yeah, so the video you just watched was about Andrew Tate and the whole Matrix thing. And that was the one thing a long time ago that I was trying to get through to my boys. That's what I was trying to get out to them back when I lived with a couple of brothers out in Florida, was I was saying to them that, you know, one of them was defending the fact that like I was attacking the wrong person. First of all, notice my intent. I'm not attacking Andrew Tate at all. But what y'all need to understand is the funny thing is when he was using Escape the Matrix as his model was that he was telling people to go into the Matrix. That is exactly what Cypher did. And I laughed so hard back when I took this clip. By the way, I took this clip at 11/11/2023. So that's very funny. This is how old this clip I've been holding on to, because I have tons of videos, but a lot of them just don't get made. But yeah, man, that is what had me so weak about escaping the Matrix, is that, dude, the Matrix is all around you. It doesn't matter. You're in it. That's what Cypher knew. And that's like the one thing that Andrew Tate never points out, is that the fact that this is all the Matrix. You can't just say one part of it is the Matrix. No, people are just stuck in a deeper level. But when you start to awaken from it, you realize that you're in it. Like you're in it regardless of what you do every day. You know, if you're going to punch in you're going to punch in, or you're going to do your own sorts of things, you're still in a matrix. You're still in an aspect of the simulation of the dream. You just have more control over it now, which is the point of being Neo. The point of being Neo and waking up to yourself and being Neo is the fact that you no longer let this reality define what you are. So, you know, one can make the argument that some of the people that think escaping the Matrix is what he was pushing is to become that completely successful and everything like that. But don't worry, I'm not blinded by that stuff. His main message, what feels to me is his main message, and same with David Goggins, is that they're telling you to take control of your life. you know. And the way he did it was, you know, like almost like a shock value to certain people with the whole Bugattis and cars and girls and Bugattis and you broke. Nah, I do that just to clown. But in all seriousness, a lot of the things he talked about in his video, I've never even experienced with women, and how like he talked about like, it's just because one thing that I think is really disingenuous from a lot of these creators who do this sort of thing, that tell you to like better your life and everything and then sell a course. Just joking. Well, but you know, some of it is a predatory practice from some of them. But, you know, is the fact that any self-help course you get or anything is not going to help you unless you want to help yourself. And another thing is escaping the matrix will only be realized through yourself, because we are all the Neos. So only until you awaken to what life means to you, like Moon said in the beginning of the clip, is truly when you're going to free yourself. And philosophers have, you know, tried to figure it out for ages, but honestly, there will always be new philosophers, like there will always be new other things, but it would always be recycled because there's nothing new under the sun. Ultimately, everything has been figured out already. There's not like there's nothing that we haven't discovered. It's been discovered. It just gets lost to time and then it gets rediscovered. But it's funny with this whole thing with quantum physics and everything too. It's because it just literally had a different name and a different form in ancient times, that now they're showing you the technological advancements of basically the same exact thing. And it's funny to me because it really feels like people just ignore that fact. They don't try to look at things. But from what I've heard, certain people are born looking at knowledge holistically and not learning it in subjects. And that's all I'll say on that. Is there are some people who can see the holistic connection between everything. And then there's others that learn it linearly and only in singular form. Hence is why we have subjects in the school. But that's getting off topic and going to something else. But basically what I mean is you have to look at this thing as a whole. You can't look at life in pieces. Everything connects a part of the whole. And I think it just takes a deep mind to truly put all those pieces together. But yeah, this is something that's always got me and always made me laugh, because everything that he advocated for, at least what he showed off, was literally the Matrix. And it felt so weird that I never even had a single video. That's what got me with this Moon clip. I never had a single person say that he was not, like, did anyone even reference him as Neo? Because if anyone referenced him as Neo, that's actually funny, because it felt like he was pushing you further away from trying to find your Trinity or trying to have your Trinity attracted to you, and more to like Cypher. Or Cypher. There's two names that are like clashing, and there's why I'm mistaking the name. But either way, Siphon. Let's just call it Siphon, because that's what he basically tried to do to Neo in the thing. A funny thing too, alluding to him being Cypher, is that he was a rat. He was a rat. He turned on Neo in them. So that should tell you something too. You know, I've heard videos about controlled opposition, and he's controlled opposition and things like that. Wouldn't it be funny if you connect it like this? In a video, Moon realized AT over there is more like Cypher, and then Cypher in the actual Matrix is a rat, is playing for the system. Isn't that ironic? And this isn't to talk down on anyone, like, I'm just saying, but isn't that ironic when people say that AT over there is controlled opposition, made to look like he's fighting on your side, and then Cypher was made to look like he was fighting on your side? I don't know, just a weird connection, weird correlation. I don't know, just a little bit odd. I don't know, man. But what do I know? I'm broke. Just joking. Guys, look. I'm going to tell you what escape in the real Matrix is by the end of this video. So we're going to do it right now. Ending the real matrix for yourself is freeing your mind. It is freeing your mind from the connection of this human experience. It's to actually enjoy the human experience for what it is and learn what you came here to do and break generational curses or break generational trauma and learn the very depths of your being, or you're going to reincarnate and do it all over again. But you're going to basically do it all over again until reincarnation becomes a choice. So breaking the true matrix is truly waking up and getting out of this day-to-day zombie mode, where you feel like life has no meaning, it's purposeless, and change it into purposefulness. The thing is life doesn't have meaning. You give it the meaning. It really doesn't. It really does not have any meaning. It's basically just like, you can really say, this is what I believe, coming from the perspective of a gamer. When certain people make a fun game, right, on Steam, or anything, develop a fun game, and they just did it for the hell of it, that's what literally all this could be. Brother Panic, I reference him for this because this definitely comes from him. When he talked about GTA, GTA was what? A fun game where people wanted to experience maybe a certain lifestyle, being a thug, something like that. Who knows? But they made a fun game that is in the hearts of many, and it's not just all about, like, you know, what people try to paint it to be as doing crime and all of that, which, funny enough, the Tate brothers were against GTA and said it gave the take that it causes violence and promotes more of this stuff. When studies came out showing that games literally do not correlate to violence, that was hilarious. That should have showed you the controlled opposition. But like Brother Panic said, is GTA. Well, the developers of GTA, Rocksteady, what do you think that they said? You know, like, they just wanted to make a game that was fun. They made millions of dollars off of it. Well, can't you look at Earth as the same if they're saying that this is a simulation? That the conscious people who know they're inside a game could be literally the programmers that are playing the game, that put themselves in the game, like Ready Player One. And then if you look at this as like, we could all be on a CD. And then another holistic thought that I want to tie you back into is, look at all the ancient models of Earth, how they all thought Earth was flat on a plane or was a dome, like we're inside a snow globe. Not saying that I believe that. We could be on a cube for all I know. I'm just joking. We're on a globe, guys. But the thing is what if we're a marble then, like Men in Black said, where, like, literally at the end of Men in Black, spoilers if you haven't seen that movie because it's super old by now, and I'm talking about the original, not the new one, where the aliens were playing a game of marble and we were just one of the marbles on the table. How do you know that this whole reality isn't just programmed? And like, the fact that you're conscious of it is that you're just one of the programmers who put themselves in the game, who wanted to emulate themselves in the game. And then everything else around them is just the game they coded, the trees, the nature, everything. It's coded. And it's just like that. So it's funny when people, like, even talk about GMO food. Oh man, I'm going to make this a different video. Holy, I just got inspired for something else. We're going to that. See y'all. Much love in Moonlight. Hope you enjoyed this video. Shout out to Moon. Video will be, I actually won't link that video down below. You'll have it on screen, so you'll know where to go. No, maybe I will, because at least you know where to go, where the clip is from. All right. And trust me, that's the first time I said that. It's just over 1,900 videos now. I'm getting so tired and lazy of linking things when I'm giving credit in the video anyways. But I'll link it. In this note I want to end on, and probably I'm going to call the title of the video, is The True Matrix is Your Mind.